I read 9 books in the month of November. Can you tell seasonal depression has hit me like a semi-truck? The first series that I finished up was the Shepherd King duology by Rachel Gillig. If you're new to the genre of romantasy, I would recommend reading the Shepherd King duology as a way to introduce yourself to the genre because Rachel Gillig does an amazing job. I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars because of the circumstances.
If you know, you know.
We don't see much of Elspeth in this book, which I did want to see more of. It could have been expanded on. If I'm already feeling depressed, why not feed into it a little bit with Bridge to Terabithia? I've seen the movie multiple times. I've never read the book. I'll say I probably would never have picked up the book had it not been the book club pick for this month. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. There were some scenes that I wanted more of.
I heard it was your birthday yesterday.
And some scenes that I wanted less of. I wanted more scenes that showed the friendship progression between Leslie and Jess, but instead we were just kind of told that their friendship was progressing. The scenes that I wanted less of were between Jess and the teacher he's infatuated with. That whole premise gave me the ick. I know it's the reason Jess wasn't there on that tragic day, but couldn't there have been a different subplot that would have prevented Jess from being there? I didn't love it. I didn't love it. Didn't love it. Didn't need that in my life. Tiffany D. Jackson is one of my all-time favorite authors, so that's why I'm not surprised that The Weight of Blood ranked 5 out of 5 stars for me. The Weight of Blood follows Maddie Washington, a biracial teenage girl who has to pretend to pass as white because of her father. This book made my jaw drop so many times, I probably would need both hands to count them. C.G. Drews is one of those authors that if they have a book out, they're an automatic buy for me. Hazelthorn gets 5 out of 5 stars. I rated Don't Let the Forest In 5 out of 5 stars as well, so I am not surprised. Hazelthorn follows a teenage boy named Evander. Evander inherits the creepy and isolated estate of Hazelthorn when his guardian Byron is murdered. C.G. Drew's writing pulls me in every time. When I pick up these books, I literally cannot stop until they're done. Both Don't Let the Forest In and Hazelthorn I binge within an afternoon. If you like the characters and the challenges the characters go through in Perks of Being a Wallflower, and you like creepy and mysterious gardens and flowers, you will love C.G. Drew's writing. If you liked the movie Emily the Criminal, you will love King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. King of Ashes follows 3 siblings, Roman, Dante, and Nevaeh. There are a lot of moving parts with this book. Dante falls into debt. Roman is trying to help him with his financial expertise while confronting dangerous criminals. Meanwhile, Nevaeh is investigating what happened to their mother when she disappeared years ago. S.A. Cosby is definitely an author I will be reading more of in 2026. The way S.A. Cosby writes characters is what I aspire to do with my own writing. These characters feel so real. They're constantly pinned with challenges that force them to make a decision, and they do not always make the best decisions, which I feel like reflects perfectly on humanity. I think with this next book, I found out that I am not a holiday book kind of gal.
And that's okay.
I've never read a B.K. Borison book. I was in the mood for a romance, so I rented the only available B.K. Borison book from the library, and that was Lovelight Farms. This book is if a Hallmark movie and We Bought a Zoo had a baby. I'm not a Hallmark movie kind of gal. I think they're too cheesy for me. They make me cringe, and that's mostly what I felt while reading this book. Do I think I'll give B.K. Borison another chance? Without the holiday scene, yes. I rated Isn't It Obvious by Rachel Runya Katz 4 stars. This book follows Yael and Ravi, and their first time meeting was a disaster. But what they don't know is Yael uses a persona when podcasting and hired someone named Kevin, whose real name is Ravi, and Yael and Kevin are falling in love behind a screen. I was not fully invested in these characters and in this story at the start, but towards the 25 to 50% mark, I was heavily invested and emotionally attached to these characters. Now we're going to talk about 2 books that I'm not quite finished with, but I will be by the end of the month. Because for me, it's still November and I've still got some time, but for you, it's already December. I got Sugar Spells as an ARC copy, and would you look at the cover and would you look at my jacket?
It's meant to be.
Sugar Spells is about a witch who essentially curses herself into working with her rival. Automatically, the premise is funny, and let me tell you, while reading it, these characters have been cracking me up. I adore these characters so much. I'm excited to see what the last half of the book will be like. The real question is, do we think I'm going to be able to finish a 623-page book within the last week of November? Let me know your predictions in the comments. I am determined to not only finish this book by the end of the year, but by the end of the month.
Because I want to get it done.
I feel like it's been at least a month since I've finished Blade Breaker, and I need to get back into this series, otherwise I am going to completely forget what is happening. Update from future Annlee, who is now editing this video. I finished it yesterday on the last day of the month, and the ending was a little underwhelming. That's all I'm gonna say. This series has been my introduction to Victoria Aveyard's writing. I'm curious what I'll think of Red Queen, because I've heard from one of my close friends that the writing in Realmbreaker is very different compared to the writing in Red Queen. Okay, those are all the books I read. Thanks for commenting and sharing. I'm happy you're here. All right, see ya.